Great day, because it could be nothing less than great because you are in it. This is Brother Tim Giame, and I'm sitting here giving myself permission and hoping that you're giving yourself permission. And I wish you a good morning in the journey way. Good morning in the journey way. What have you released and made to help make your life lighter? What have you innovated in your life in the past 24 hours since the last time we sat down and we had a discussion? Man, I was out. I did my smile this morning, and then I got up and did my mile, and I'm feeling good. My feet just now thawed out, so I'm running a little bit late. I got a cup of tea waiting for me. I'm experimenting with this dandelion tea. I'm also experimenting with another drink where I'm using ginseng. I'm also using experimenting with some hemp, whether it's the oil or the seeds and things like that. So I'll be making some reports on that in some of my future shows. But I just want everyone to know that the things that I'm suggesting to you, I'm doing. I'm working on changing my habits. I'm working on plugging into the higher me. And I'm a work in progress, just like you, a work in progress. So we'll journey together, and we might take different paths, but in the end, I will see you at the promised land. So today, we're talking about giving ourselves permission. We're talking about giving ourselves permission to develop personal rituals to help focus us on our goals daily. Now, you like, Brother Tim, that sounds like a habit. That's right. I'm trying to get you to form habits. But now, is one thing I need you to understand. There is a definite difference between a ritual and a habit. As a matter of fact, you have a problem when a ritual becomes a habit. See, habits can take place without thought. Habits can move without thought. As we talked about, we have 3 phases of a habit, right? We had those 3 phases. Go back, listen to the podcast before this so that you get all those. You know what I'm saying? So we had a cue, we had a routine, we had a reward. Then they produce a craving that gives you another cue, that gives you another routine and gives you a reward. And that all happens automatically. That's the beauty of a habit. But a habit is different from a ritual, because when a ritual is done, or when a ritual becomes a habit, it loses its power, because the power within a ritual is the conscious intent behind it. The conscious intent behind it. So if you want to empower some of these habits in your life, or you want to eliminate some of these habits in your life, the tool of creating and investing yourself in rituals is something that you may want to really look into, because rituals require intent. That means that you have to move yourself through the cycle of a ritual. Okay? Now we could talk about that at some later time. But so when I talk about creating and developing and using rituals to empower your life, I'm talking about rituals, one, where you maintain, where you're conscious and you're doing what you're doing on purpose and with a focused intention. Libations should be a ritual. Prayer should be a ritual. Meditation should be a ritual. When these things become habitual rather than a ritual, we lose the power. our power is in our intent. When we start losing our intent and we just turn that over to habit, we begin to lose and we begin to become weak and we begin to just hug on to things or hook on to things without reason, without thought. We just plug into it because we've been doing it like this for so long. So we stop our own growth. So when I'm talking about putting those rituals, I'm talking about adding things to your life that's going to empower you, that you can stay conscious about and apply intention. Now, look at some of the habits that you have in your life. Can you do that with some of the habits in your life? Can you become conscious of the cues? Can you become conscious of the routine? Can you become conscious? That's what we worked on last week. Can you become conscious of the rewards and become conscious of the cravings and start guiding them so that you can get out of the habit what you need, rather than allowing your body to command you, rather than allowing your automatic systems to take over? Can you remain conscious? Because once you start becoming conscious about what you're doing, it makes it easier for you to control. It makes you easier to make the proper judgment and decide whether the habit needs to stay or it needs to go. This is Brother High Tim saying, give yourself permission to develop personal rituals that help focus you on your goals daily. Now, for those that are interested where I'm coming from with this series for this last week, I've been coming from the Player's Pyramid. That's one of my books. You can find it at www.giamijourney.com. This is Brother High Tim. I would like to thank you. And hopefully some of you will come out for the warrior training that I will be on. This will be our second time, and I'm looking forward to it. I call it Hip Hop Through Rites of Passage. You know what I'm saying? So feel free to contact me if you want to participate, whether it's in Columbus or whether you're somewhere else, because we're going to be broadcasting that. Now, I'm not going to broadcast live. I decided on that. I'm going to record the sessions and provide the sessions for those that miss, so that they could keep up with us and work with us as well. Eventually, we may be having a private YouTube channel where we're doing some things with this process as well. And hopefully you can join us, and hopefully you can learn some of the things, because we're going to cover the meditation. We're going to cover the science of running. We're going to cover the science of what I call yoking, or is also known as yoga. We're going to cover hip hop. We're going to cover the principles. We're going to cover having them operate in your life. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be covering some martial arts, although we're not going to be able to broadcast that over the podcast, but we could talk about what it's going to do for the life, for your life. Also, we have other people that's coming with some other physical skills, so we're going to deal with the entire human being. I know this is a long commercial. I'm 3 minutes over. We're going to deal with the intuition. We're going to deal with the mental. We're going to deal with the emotional. We're going to deal with the spiritual. And last but not least, we're going to deal with that physical aspect of the human being. And it's going to be one marvelous, fantastic, glorious ride. So this is Brother High Tim saying peace. Give yourself permission to form personal rituals, to develop personal rituals that help focus you on your goals daily. And also make this one of your rituals. Consciously tune in to give yourself permission. Now, I know I'm over, but I finished with that. Give yourself permission 4 minutes ago. This last 4 minutes has been a commercial, so I officially have not went over. But I thank you for listening, and I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are. Peace.